strictly running back talk here.
Yep, strictly running back talk. And I do like the question. If Jeanty's not there, who's the guy?
Who do we target? Who do we like? So I do like that. And that's kind of what this whole exercise is. Jeanty's gone because all of us are taking him. We got him out of the way in our first mock draft
if he's
version
at 12,
1.0. He's
everyone
taken.
in your mom is taking him.
So for the sake of him not being there, as Can fan, I want to be prepared and I want to know what other running backs are out there. I'm looking at Omarion Hampton, who had a great season, but I'm feeling like he's kind of the Jahmyr Gibbs of this draft class where people are putting him late in the first round, but I think he's going to go higher than everybody else thinks. He's 6 foot, 220. His stats for the year were banging. And I think running backs starting to be, I think you're starting to see this shift back to a running game. And yeah, you can get this stud. There's a couple dudes that you can get later on in the rounds that have nice measurables, but this guy has it all. Omarion Hampton has it all. Guys, would you not love a 6 foot, 220-pound beast on your team?
Oh, yeah, I would.
Crack
me if you got him.
And on my WAJ meter, which basically is just the height divided by the weight, it's really simple. But that's what it's a simple formula, but I just want to know. And
I think you need to do height divided by weight, and then you need something with the 40 time.
Okay, yeah. When we get it, then we're going to do that. But right now, the WAJ body rate for Omarion Hampton is 0.84. So lower is better.
Yeah.
The lowest is Taj Brooks at 0.77, meaning his height is lower and his weight is higher. And so it's like more pounds per inch, per centimeter, basically. Or inch, sure.
More body mass.
More body mass. So all that means to say is you don't want to be a 1.00 because that means you're getting as tall as you are.
But I want to hear on this meter because a guy like you, it's going to kind of take. So you're basing it all off.
I'll show you.
All off of size because I don't think you can.
Yeah. This is like not your. When we get the 40, we'll bring that in from the combine.
Right.
We'll bring that in. So this will evolve, but this is just the 40. And where is Hampton? He's tied here at 0.84. So you can see he's not light. He's actually right in the average of where we see most running backs here with their height and weight ratio. And so there's no negative, there's no positive about his height except for, he's what did you say it was? 230?
220.
220, yeah. So 220, that's a good enough weight.
And it's interesting because you look at where Omarion Hampton is on your scale here, and just in the PFF ranking, look what he's surrounded by.
I know.
He's a green, and he's surrounded by just a bunch of dudes.
Yeah. But it's about what he does in the field more so. And there's a few, speaking of Hampton, if you guys don't mind, got a few quick notes on him. So I did just a quick breakdown on a few stats that I like about running back. So I didn't really consider how many yards did you get in the season, how many attempts individually. These stats are like combined stats. So, for example, he's 5th in yards after contact per attempt, 4.4 yards. And my metric is as close to 4 yards as you can be. 3.5, okay, I'm okay with that. 3 yards, not super happy with that.
And that's yards after contact?
Yards after contact. And I'm thinking 3rd downs, 4th downs, when you need to make 3 yards, I'm looking for the guy who can make 4 yards. Right? And so 4.4 yard after contact per average.
Which is crazy.
Is awesome. He's also got the 11th ranked, which is pretty good. It's missed tackles forced per attempt. And why this is cool is because it means when you're one-on-one with the dude, and I watched a guy, I should give him a shout out, I will next week, but he came up with this idea, or maybe he was just using it and I liked it as well. But it's
yanked it.
It's when you're one-on-one.
Weird Al yanked it.
Yeah. But it's when you're one-on-one with a guy, no line, no O-line, no one blocking. How good are you? So the top was Ashton Jeanty with a 0.4. So he's
So
got
every
that.
10 runs he misses, a guy misses every fourth run.
Exactly. Yeah. So
4 out of 10 runs, someone misses.
yeah. So he's at about average at a 0.26. But the other great stats here are his receptions. He averages 1.39 yards per reception run, which is really good. 5th ranked out of the studs that I looked at. And receptions per game, 3.2. So he's going to be able to catch the football for you. He can run. And if Jeanty's not on the board,
Take him.
I don't know. I don't know. I take him because I don't think.
Trade
Who knows?
back.
Other teams might be looking high at him, but I wouldn't be mad if Cowboys took Hampton at 12.
At
either.
12, just sealed the deal.
Just sealed the deal. Took
or
him.
trade back.
Or trade back a couple spots to
Get
pick up
another
s-
pick.
Yep.
Get a pick in the third.
I like the idea of trading back when you know that, okay, these other teams aren't going to get it, and then you get something else, and then you take that guy. Because the worst thing, I mean, look, if you're going to take him in the first anyways, and he's on your board, take him and be happy with it. But let's try to get some.
Well, at 12, there's going to be a lot of good guys. What I like about this dude, just looking at the NFLDraftBuzz.com,
Hell yeah.
he has a 5.9 yards per carry, which is juicy, and 15 rushing touchdowns. So anything 15 and up for rushing touchdowns is great. And then that rush average right floating around 6 is pretty nice. Go back to your WAJ board here for a second.
Hell yeah.
Can I see where he was for the yards per attempt?
Anth.
Of course you can.
Say no.
I wanna see.
Say less.
I want to check it out.
Oh, whoops. Sorry.
I
let
like
me
wages.
reverse it.
We'll have to figure
I
out
like the color-coded.
we can't necessarily see it fully there.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
it's just a two-
and there's
just a
another
big two
guy.
big.
There's another guy I really like up there. So Hampton's 14th down there at 5'9". There's some beast up there, man.
But like you said, this is based off of your competition, right? But if you're happy with 5'9", if you think that's good, and there's other metrics here, obviously green means good. Like Omarion Hampton is almost green across the board. The only thing he does average is the missed tackles forced per attempt.
Right.